Hello, my friend. You probably all want to have great relationships with the people that you want to be connecting with or with the people who are in your life by circumstance. You want a sense of harmony. And right now, this is a time where a lot of conflict is coming up, where a lot of our important values are coming up. And we're feeling more and more of those moments of butting heads and saying, how does this person's belief impact myself and my family and my loved ones? And what I notice often is what I hear from other people's conversation is when they notice somebody's involved with a certain thing or from a certain group or even just says a certain thing, that they often get put into a bucket of understanding. What you might often see or what they've seen in the past around people associated with that. And part of why I bring this up is because I also notice people putting me in a bucket. Those of you who know me well know it's really hard to put me in a single bucket because I probably am in like 10 different buckets at once. I have a lot of variety as a person, but even many of the things that I'm involved with, I don't necessarily do them in the stereotypical way. And as I just wanted to bring this up because as I'm watching people then open up to more conversation with me and with others, they create more understanding as to what's that person's perception around this thing? What's their real belief? Who are they really, despite what we might know about somebody involved with that from the past? And in NLP, in neuro linguistic programming, there's a technique called perceptual positions, which is one of the most fun things to play with. And it gives you an opportunity when you can't find out in the moment more understanding about a person, as to gain more understanding about them, or even something to do before you approach them again, so that you can have better understanding and approach them in a better way. There's a couple actually work circumstances that I've been watching going on, and one of my clients was having trouble with this other woman at work who would just shut her out and take over all of the projects, and there was no open communication. And we did the perceptual positions exercise, and it created more understanding of what is going on for that person so she could approach that person in a different way. And since then, there's been a lot more harmony and a greater sense of cooperation with this person. But more importantly, what's been happening for my client is that she feels more relaxed inside, that she feels more comfortable, that she's not reactive to the way that this person is. And there was another situation with somebody who was also feeling frustrated about, again, another coworker who wouldn't open up for conversation for something that was a project that that person wanted to move forward and was important. But it needed conversation in order to understand how to move it forward. And through the perceptual positions exercise, she understood what were the values of this other person. And they also stopped butting heads around that issue. And she was able to relax in response to the situation that was going on and just have a whole other take or perception around the situation. So it's really amazing how sometimes when we understand more about someone else, like in truth about them, how one, we're able to relax a lot more, which is the most important thing I feel, is if we feel good inside. But two, if there's bridges that we can cross with other people to make more harmony, to reduce conflict, to help produce really, really great results. Hi, Daniel. What's up? Love that. Thanks for tuning in. We are chatting here about just creating one way of creating greater understanding in conflicts that might arise with other people. So it's taking that time to understand someone before coming to our judgment. Now, the fun thing about this, too, just to note, I've walked away from many relationships. I've walked away from taking the time to understand someone else simply because I didn't see enough alignment there from what seemed obvious to want to dive in and to proceed with that person. So this video is really focused on when you want to come to better harmony with somebody, when you want to come to more relaxation in your body in response to somebody. So those of you who are curious about the perceptual positions exercise, then feel free to reach out to me, and I'm always happy to play around with that with other people. It's really, really fascinating to me to create better relationships, to reduce the amount of stress that we have, to create more potential for success in our lives. And why don't you guys also share what are some things that you've done to help reduce conflict with other people? And if this is helpful, then like it and share it. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.